wanna be down with the king.
It's the Sports Kings. Sports Kings. Big Mike.
He might fall off the wagon in the next 10 minutes.
Rob Calloway.
It's about bringing talent. It's not about all the flash and glitz and glam.
Not your average sports talk show.
The Sports Kings.
This is NFL legend Ward Dunn.
This your boy D. Howard, a.k.a. Superman.
I'm Jerome Bettis, the bus.
It's Cam Newton. Holla at your boy already.
This is Hank Aaron, and I'm down with the King.
Tell a friend, Kings is back.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the Sports Kings podcast. Yours truly, Big Mike, riding solo tonight. My guy, Rob Calloway, couldn't make it, but I'm going to hold it down for you guys for the next hour. Don't forget, we're being heard via Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. You can also find us online on our social media entities, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Sports Kings Live. And you can email the show, sportskingslive@gmail.com is that email. You can also contribute monetarily if you go to GoFundMe.com/Sports Kings Live. Any amount will do. You know, if you feel the need to support the show, by all means, we appreciate it. Last hour, started the show off with the big news of the day. Aaron Hernandez will be serving life in prison for the first-degree murder of Odin Lloyd, his former associate, the brother of his girlfriend's sister. Very emotional day in court today. If you didn't get a chance to see his mom talk, from my understanding, his uncle spoke, his sister spoke. Very emotional day. His mom actually spoke as well on the steps of the court about her son and you know how much she'd miss him and things of that nature. We also got into a little bit of NFL draft news. There are going to be 26 players who confirmed that they will attend the draft at the end of this month. April 30th will be the first day of the draft, Thursday in prime time on ESPN and NFL Network. Talked to you guys a little bit about the Draft Academy show last night on ESPN, which was outstanding to me. I think it was outstandingly done. And the yearly leak of Wonderlic scores has happened. Jameis Winston, 27, Marcus Mariota, 33. I guess I got a little time. I'll do this because it was interesting to me to find out the guys who first. What do you want? The good news or the bad news first? I'll give you the bad news first. The guys who had the worst Wonderlic scores, just to see how it might, I should say, not how it does, but how it might correlate to success within the league. At number 15, this is the top 15. I'm going to give you guys the top 10. No, actually, I'm going to give you the top 15. Jeff George, 10. A.J. Green, 10. Yeah, just catch balls, dude. Don't worry about being extra smart. Just catch balls. Sebastian Janikowski, 9. Once again, do one job, kick it far. Carlos Hyde, the running back out of Ohio State, got a 9. Same thing. I'll hand you this brown thing, and you just run. Patrick Peterson, a 9. See, same thing, position-wise. Get in front of that guy with the 80 number on his chest and just follow him around wherever he goes. Chris Leak got an 8. That had no bearing on the fact that you were short and bad at quarterback. Anyway, Tavon Austin, 7. Yeah, we talked about Tavon the other day, didn't we? Yeah, same deal with him. Bubble screens and reverses for Tavon. Don't even worry about learning route concepts or coverages or any of that stuff, Tavon. You only got a 7. Kelvin Benjamin, see? Be big, run straight, and catch the football. Terrell Pryor, my favorite preseason player to watch ever. That's all he's good for to me. The dude that said, I can't catch, I'm not moving to another position. All right, good luck finding a job playing quarterback, Black. Oscar Davenport. Need I say more? Okay. Frank Gore. Caveat here, Frank Gore has dyslexia. So, he has the old Theo Huxtable. So there's that. VY. Vince Young. This doesn't look good, man, for dudes who didn't get good Wonderlic scores. Edward Prather. Darren Davis, running back from Iowa State. This is an old dude because the picture of him has these square shoulder pads on, so he must be from a long time ago. And old Mo Claiborne, I don't know if you guys remember that story. Mo was like, yeah, I play football. I'm not taking no damn tests. And he got a 4. And he's bad at football, too. So there's that. Now for the good news. The guys who had the best Wonderlic scores. For some reason, I've been telling everyone that Greg McElroy had a perfect score, but that's not true. It wasn't him that had the perfect score. It was this kid from, I'll just read you the list. Jeff Matthews out of Cornell got a 40. Ivy League kid. Wouldn't expect anything. As a matter of fact, that's probably low for him. Alex Smith out of Utah, the check down bum, bad quarterback. Ryan Nassib, kid out of Syracuse, 41. Hugh Millen, another quarterback. This is full of quarterbacks, to be honest with you. Look at that. First, 1, 2, 3, 4 are quarterbacks. Why couldn't Rob be here? Bruce Eugene. You say, who? Exactly. Out of Grambling State, got a 41. Big up to Grambling, though. They got a kid with a 41 on the Wonderlic. I don't know if that says more about Grambling or less about the Wonderlic. Calvin Johnson, Georgia Tech, 41. Drew Henson, kid out of Michigan that played baseball for a while and then thought he could play quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, good luck, 42. It's bad. Another bad quarterback out of Missouri, Blaine Gabbert, bad, 42. John Moss, quarterback out of Oregon, 43. Apparently, he was some sort of CFL star north of the border, but as far as the NFL goes, nada. Greg McElroy, like I said, I've been telling people that this dude got a perfect score, but he actually got a 43 on his Wonderlic. Kevin Curtis, Utah. What are they doing in Utah? Like all these Utah kids get these high Wonderlic scores, 48 out of 50. Benjamin Watson, shout out to the Dogs of UGA, man, 48. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Harvard, whatever, 48. And Mike Mamula out of Boston College, 49. And the perfect score, Pat McKinley, whatever, punter, wide receiver. He's a punter. Got a 50 out of 50 on this Wonderlic test. So I guess the target for being a good football player is to be average at your Wonderlic. Because if you're exceptional, you're probably going to suck at football. If you're bad as hell, well, you're probably going to be bad at football as well. Now, moving on. I was talking about Jameis Winston earlier. Make sure you guys check out that article, man. It was very, very, very eye-opening to me. I want to make sure I find it again real quick for you guys so that you know the name of it and you can go check it out for yourself. You know, if you're not doing anything. Jameis Winston is on the Clock by Kurt Streeter of ESPN the magazine. This just came out yesterday, so it's a nice read, and it kind of puts you into the mind, to the person who Jameis Winston is. This guy who just followed him around, and he went to church with him, went to his family's house. This dude, before I move on, yeah, my man has the Heisman on top of the refrigerator. Like, if that ain't country as hell, God almighty Jesus. So anyway, yeah, but we were talking about the difference between Hueytown and Bessemer, where Jameis is from. He's from Bessemer, played in Hueytown. And apparently he doesn't claim Hueytown at all, because when everything was going down with him at Florida State, they kind of put out a public statement. I didn't know about this, pretty much disowning him, that he embarrassed Hueytown. And so now he's just strictly, I'm Bessemer, 100% Bessemer, if you want me to say it correctly. Bessemer is where he's from. Here's the other thing about this kid. Like, I pick at him and stuff like that about him being country as hell and whatever. The people who are serious about, kind of like nitpicking this dude's vernacular and all that, stop. Be above that. Like, when being asked about the sexual assault allegations, he said I didn't even do nothing, which is how he talks. And the people who want to say, yeah, of course, that means you did it. Okay, because what he should have said was, I didn't do anything, instead of saying I didn't do nothing, because him saying he didn't do nothing means whatever. But if you understand what he said, like, don't be that dude. Don't be a D-bag. That's ridiculous. Like, if you want to have fun with it, yeah, I have fun with it all the time, because I think this dude is he's just a beautiful human being, as far as the fact that nothing that anyone around him does or says matters. And it's so authentic. It comes across to me as so authentic. And when you hear about his dad in this article, you realize that, yeah, again, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And he's a product of who his dad is. You know, his dad is a cut-up, self-admitted, and his son is. And he said his son is going, when he gets my age, he'll still be cutting up. You know, he just happens to have an unbelievable talent as far as playing football goes, or playing quarterback goes, and knowing the game. The other thing that happened last night on the show, this dude said I wake up he's brushing his teeth in the mirror. He's like, I wake up every day, every morning, saying I got to get some abs. And then the camera pans down to his stomach because he's shirtless. He's like, nope, still didn't work. I love like self-deprecating humor because I'm big on it. I do it to myself. Well, I guess by definition, that's what it means. But you get what I'm saying. Like people who are able to laugh at themselves have a certain place in my heart. That everything's not, you know, so serious and everyone's not so offended about, you know, their differences or their shortcomings and whatnot. I'm all about that life. So good for Jameis. I hope he's successful in the league. I hope, you know, the things that I'm seeing out of him as far as his football acumen are able to be translated onto the football field. I'm not as worried as people are that this dude is going to turn out to be some maniac or get arrested a bunch of times. I'm not worried about that at all. You remember people were saying that foolishness about Cam Newton. Like, you don't even see Cam Newton out nowhere no more. Anyway, you know, I think somebody got hurt at a club appearance that he made. Somebody got stabbed or something, but it had nothing to do with him. People are idiots everywhere. Just like this Chris Copeland situation. The dude just ran up to him and stabbed him in front of his old lady and stabbed his old lady for no damn reason. People just stupid. And I don't believe that anyone should be a prisoner of their success. Like, you shouldn't be able to go anywhere because you make money. No, people shouldn't be idiots and jealous-hearted and haters, as people like to say. Nah. All right, moving on from the world of the NFL. Right here on the Sports Kings podcast, Big Mike rolling solo tonight via Spreaker.com. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like I said earlier in last hour, I was one day ahead of where I should have been as far as telling you guys that we have our playoff matchups set by today, or by yesterday, or by today, because it's going to actually be by tomorrow, Thursday. Because for some reason, Anthony Davis saying that we get a day off to rest our bodies meant we're going to play the next day, in my mind, whatever. But no, he said exactly what he meant. They're going to rest yesterday and play today. And I mean the New Orleans Pelicans. They'll play the San Antonio Spurs tonight. And the Oklahoma City Thunder will take on the Minnesota Timberwolves to decide what that 8th seed is going to be in the Western Conference. Now, that's not the only game that's going to have a bearing on playoff position. And thanks to my guy, one of our people that we leaned on when we were doing pedestrian radio, and hopefully we get our situation in order where we're able to incorporate guests into the show, this version of the show. Our guy Sekou Smith from the Hangtime blog on NBA.com, he put together a nice little piece here on the playoff scenarios as they stand in both conferences. So I want to go ahead, and even though by the time I'm done recording this, and a lot of you guys hear it, they'll all be set. But for those of you who hear it before then, I want to make sure I give you guys all the scenarios. The one that's set in the East is the Boston Celtics will take on the number 2 seeded Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round. That's already said and done with. In the Western Conference, you got the Warriors, the number 1 seed. The Portland Trailblazers, they have the number 4 seed, but no home court advantage. Like, that's always confusing to me how that works within the NBA. And the Dallas Mavericks have the number 7 seed, and they have, all these teams have their seeds locked up. In the Eastern Conference, obviously the Hawks, the Cavs, the Wizards, and the Milwaukee Bucks and the Celtics are already set where they are. Now, here's where the movement can happen. Tonight, Houston will take on Utah. Now, Houston needs to win to improve their seeding. Okay, Houston needs to beat Utah. They need to